Hey attorneys, Anita Tolman here from Social Firestarter. Me and Skylar are trying to decide on artificial grass. I am finishing up my backyard and that's the final thing that we need to decide on. And yeah, Skylar does get some input on what the grass we choose is going to be. Anyways, with choosing grass and looking at the different colors that we have to choose from and what looks like real grass and what grass is better than others. Well, it just got me thinking about how attorneys look at SEO companies and whether or not the grass is greener if they go on to moving their services for SEO to us, or for some strange reason are thinking about leaving us and going to another SEO company. And I want to explain to you how you determine whether or not the grass is greener. Well, the thing that you have to do is you cannot just decide if another company is going to be better simply on cost. It's just like when a potential client comes to you and tells you about the conversation they had with another attorney about what their retainer fees are or what their estimated costs will be with working with that attorney. And it's lower than, let's say, what you are quoting them. I'm sure that you sit and you talk about, well, you know what, there's a difference between how I do things, and you give that person, some reasoning of why your rates are what they are, your experience, your results, your client service. You are the one working on their case and maybe not a paralegal. And I mean, you just go on and on. When they go to court, they're going to see you, not somebody else. When they want to talk to somebody in the office, they're going to talk to you, not somebody else. I mean, there's all these kinds of reasons and factors that play into why your fees are what they are. Well, I mean, that goes the same thing with us. Sure, we're not the most expensive out there, but we're not the cheapest either. So when attorneys are trying to decide, well, should they move from their current SEO company to us? Or like I said, in a weird scenario that they're thinking about leaving us and going to another company, well, I tell them, well, let's talk about what you're getting. I mean, you can't just base that move on what price you're hearing. And the reason I'm talking about this too is I was talking to an attorney today that talked about and was telling me about another SEO company that we're talking to and what they were offering them. And their monthly was, I want to say, at least half the cost of what we charge for our monthly SEO services. And so then I asked them, well, does that include blog writing? Because that's important. You want to have dynamic content, you want to have supporting pages. And they said, oh no, well, if I got blogging, it's going to be X amount more every month. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then what about social media posts? Are they doing anything with that? Do they backlink for you? I mean, what else are they doing? Because you got to understand that when it comes to SEO, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. And well, we like to do whatever it takes. And so when there's a company that is going to try to undercut by offering you minimal services for SEO, and then at a reduced cost, obviously, understand that what could happen, and this does happen, through 2, 3, 4 months into your contract when you're not seeing any movement for your GMB listing or even your organic website listing rankings, then they're going to say, well, you know what? The reason why is that we don't have enough content on your site and we need to add more, and we need to add some more supporting pages. Well, does that sound familiar? That means they're telling you that you need blogs. Well, now that they've got you hooked into a contract, how easy it is, it's a tactic, right? How easy it is to now say, well, you should get blogs and you should get this and you should get backlinking. We're not doing that for you. And oh, you know what? You don't have videos on your website. Videos are great for conversion. You need to do that too. And then the costs start going up, probably even more than what we charge. So when you are trying to decide whether or not you should move your current SEO over to another SEO company, well, just make sure that you are comparing everything so that you can really, really understand whether or not the grass is actually greener.